Hi, JP Fournier of the Movie Jerks here, coming to you on day 6 of 31 Days of Horror, the month where I watch 31 horror films I've never seen before, and I watch a new one every day for the full month leading up to Halloween. So what do we get for day 6? Well, yesterday we had Project Eerie. So today I'm watching Dark Harvest. Oh, this is one I wanted to see last year. Evil Stalks. In a small Midwestern town, a deadly annual ritual unfolds when the mythical nightmare, Sawtooth Jack, rises from the cornfields and challenges the town's teenage boys in a bloody battle of survival. Okay, I believe this is another Halloween film. So day 6, I am watching Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest. Okay, so here's the plot. A small town has a yearly ritual where they starve their teenage boys for 3 days, just before Hallows Eve. Then release them out into the streets to find, stop, and kill a supernatural specter named Sawtooth Jack, who arises from the cornfields and heads towards the town's church. Once he is killed, the boys can devour the candies and treats inside his stuffed body. Each year, the boy that makes the kill is rewarded a brand new car, and their family can live with riches. And the townspeople's harvest will have a rewarding crop that year. We get to see the story unfold, and I use the word unfold lightly, through Richie Shepherd, whose older brother and best friend won the previous year. This means that Richie cannot take part in the events, because only one son per family is allowed to win. After his brother left town, and with no communication back besides one letter, Richie begins to rebel, tormented in the loss of his rights to become something special in the eyes of his peers and the townsfolks. He befriends Kelly Hayes, and the two of them bond on their inability to take part in the ritual. But when the two break the rules and hunt Sawtooth Jack anyways, the dark and frightening truth about this ritual is about to be exposed. Dark Harvest is a film that asks the audience to buy into the premise, regardless of how insane it gets, how obscure it might be, and how there's no history to explain how the townsfolks would have gotten into this outlandish predicament to begin with. I cannot say that I bought into this premise, as there was many questions that went unanswered for me. For instance, if this starving teenage boys for 3 days, then letting them loose on the town with weapons, is a yearly routine, why would this baker leave his cakes and baking goods on display in this window under lights? And also, this yearly ritual results in deaths, and in this particular year, plenty, if not too many deaths, for a town to continue striving, let alone have a population after a couple years of this. And because of small details such as this, the ritual never feels like a continual yearly event, but instead something the town folks are just experiencing for the first or second time. And that's because it's written for an audience that's learning the ritual for the first time. That being said, if you can buy into this premise and concept, there is plenty to like here. For starters, it's a nice looking Halloween film, with nearly every building and home decorated with abundance amount of jack-o'-lanterns. The gore effects are vivid, plentiful, and graphic. Our two leads, played by Casey Likes as Richie and Emery Crutchfield as Kelly, have good chemistry, and it's easy to root for them. And the film delivers one excellent looking monster. Be warned though, this film doesn't set up the ritual that well. At least well enough to excuse the violence and sheer chaos that gets unleashed. The film also doesn't have anything good to say about the themes that arise, such as teenage angst, racism, and even the people's communal lack of morality. But as a Halloween flick goes, I did enjoy its audacity to be original, and its ambition to go to the extremes. Just don't expect this one to get all that deep, relatable, or even make too much sense. And there you go, day 6 of 31 Days of Horror. This time I watched Dark Harvest. What other high-concept horror films are you watching this month? Let us know in the comments section. And if you're curious about other films I'm watching this month, be sure to hit the subscribe button for updates daily. And for other information about the Movie Jerks, you can go to www.themoviejerks.ca.